Welcome to Empyrion. This is version 1.2. I'm here in Legacy Space at the Space Station POI, here to harass some Legacy ships. Looks like I got 3 of them showing up in the radar right now, plus the Space Station POI a couple miles away. What I'm going to do is I'm going to come over here, I'm going to poke this guy. The other guys will come, but I'm just going to start picking on one of these guys, and then the other ones will come, and with any luck, I'll take them all down. What I'm flying in right now is my CS-Calibur. Try to get some overall views of it. You can see it from the outside. This is combat steel. All the turrets are front facing, all the way around the fronts. The front tip is surrounded by them on the top, sides, and bottom. And then you can see on the wings as well, there's additional turrets, plus the multi-tools. So overall, pretty well built ship. The front nose is mostly combat steel with some gaps in there. I do have some fuel storage and a few other things up there as well, but it's all very well protected with several layers of combat steel. Fought these guys before with this ship a few times, but on this version I did just tweak it. It is CPU T4 compliant at 9.996 million, so pretty much right at the edge. In order to do that, I had to reduce some of the XL thrusters, downgrade them to large. It had 2 T2 RCSs, I reduced that to 1. And then I made a few other small tweaks on the interior with the generators. Going from large T2 generators down to T1s, and a few other changes on the inside. But overall, this is still the same ship. Handles still pretty well, all things considered, even though I made those thruster downgrades. Just a few miles out, I'm actually surprised one of their drones hasn't found me yet. But as I go through, I'll try to go over some of the strategy that I use when I'm facing these legacy ships. Infectors are pretty easy. It's the Decimators that require a little bit more control and care, so we'll see what this first ship is. Typically there's a lot of Infectors in these sectors with maybe a Decimator or 2, but you know, sometimes you're surprised. Yeah, it looks like those guys are still 11 miles away. Closing in on this guy. It looks like he's on a patrol route out to that asteroid, so I'll just head kind of in that general direction and beat him halfway. If it's an Infector, I'm going to try to stay on one side. They kind of have those either green or orange circles on each side. What you want to do is look directly into the center of that from the side and try to hold that position. And what I try to do is I take my rockets and I just try to blast a hole right in the center of that, which is where the core is. So you'll see me as I go through, I'm really going to try to focus staying on the side. If it's a Decimator, the core is kind of in the top middle of it, if that makes sense. So again, I'll get near it. Here's an Infector. It looks like it's an orange one, so you can see the orange circles on the left and right side. It is spinning right now, so I'm going to come at it at the side here. Basically, that red circle that I see, sometimes it's green, sometimes it's orange, is a target. That's where I'm aiming. You can see one of the little guys popped up there. I should start seeing green lasers coming at me pretty soon. And here we go. And his shields are going to be gone quick. Yeah, see, I'm just going to sit over here, try to dodge a little bit. But the idea of sitting on this side is that I'm hoping my turrets, auto turrets, will take out all their turrets. And then I'm going to keep shooting right into that hole in there to try to take out the core. Should back away from it a little bit so I can do some dodging here. If all goes well, I'll have this guy down before the other ones get here. Shoot those. And I'm going to keep hitting at that spot. Maybe right in front of the circle is the other way I do it. Yeah, it looks like I took out all the turrets on this side already. Keep going at it here. Try to rotate. That core is in there somewhere. It's almost like it's churning. It's trying to stop me from getting at it. I'm actually surprised. Why aren't my plasmas working? There they go. Apparently I just need to talk about them and they shoot. check this side here. And those turrets will keep shooting until all the generators are done or the core's gone, one of the two. But again, I'm just going to keep sitting here on this side, keep working at it. That core's in there somewhere. I don't bother with the little laser guns that I have on this ship, these things. Although now that I say that, I'll probably hit the core with it. They just don't seem to do that much damage to the ships. So I'm going to keep at it, hitting the side here. Yeah, my shields are 100%. He barely touched me. Get in there. There it is. Got it. Alright, so that's one done. And apparently they still want to shoot it. Okay. That's one Infector. I might pull out my turret tool here. See if I can harvest this thing. Oh, this one's glitched. Yep, this one's glitched. So in order to fix that glitch where you can't harvest the blocks, what you need to do is if you get out of the ship and you remove all the thrusters from the ship, that glitch goes away. Now, I didn't know that for the longest time. Somebody else pointed that out, so that's awesome. If you do see this in your own playthroughs, if you get out and just use a multi-tool and remove all the thrusters you see around the outside, eventually that goes away. I've tested it on numerous ships and it works every time, so that's kind of how you deal with that one. Inside the ship are numerous rare and ultra-rare alien containers, plus one advanced core box. So every legacy ship is guaranteed to drop an advanced core. In the space station POI over there, let me reping it really quick. That one also has numerous rare and ultra rare. It does not have a advanced core though. Lots of good alien blocks if you're looking to build that Xeno ship. I do have a Xeno version of this ship on the workshop. That version does require advanced core, which this ship can get you. As you can see, I just took out that Infector within a matter of a couple minutes, no problem. Now it's time to check out what these guys are coming. Let's see if I can get a read on their speed. Looks like this front one is a drone based on the speed it's moving, and the back two must be other ships. And I should see, yeah, that's definitely a drone, otherwise it would have popped into visibility already. It's going to fly right at it, and it's going to be dead. Like that one. That's a Decimator. Decimators are a little tougher. I'm going to want to kill this guy really quick here. Okay, perfect. Alright, this Decimator, you can kind of see the green tail at the bottom. Where I want to aim, it's really hard to see, is kind of the top third. That's where its core is. Alright, it is time to give this thing... Actually, I'm going to look at... screw it, I'm just going to go after it. I was going to look at what other ship is, but... Oh, it's another Decimator. This will be fun. You're about to see a whole bunch of green. And this is where I use my evasive maneuvers. Kind of miss. Do some circles, ups and downs. You know, ultimately with the Decimators, you actually want to be behind them if you can, but it's pretty much impossible. So, unless you got multiple people. I need to get a little bit closer here. And generally what I find is the sweet spot with these things is about half a mile away. Shields are down. Just because that gives you enough distance to avoid their shots. But also far enough to the total range where you can escape if you lose your shields. Like, I'm going to have to escape here pretty quick just to recharge. Duck down here, and I stop and I pop back up, and then I duck down, and then I pop back up. Alright, I'm going to pop out of here, and I'm going to recharge shields for a second. Do a little curl, drop down, and I'm out of his range. But did quite a bit of damage to him. His shields are down. He has a lot of hull damage for sure. What I like to do when I have multiple of them is I like to isolate them. A lot of times what I'll do is if my shields are recharged, I'll actually try to put them in the same line, and I'll stack one behind the other one, so if the one in the distance tries to shoot at me, it ends up hitting its buddy, but I think a lot of times they don't end up shooting that way. But that's kind of how I like to isolate them. You know, 2 Decimators. Probably can't go punch for punch with these guys. As is, just with all those T2 turrets that they have. But I am going to come over here. And I'm going to keep poking this guy, see how long it takes for me to take him down. I got my shields back up. 28%, it takes forever to shield charge. Get these guys in the light, and this is where you see how they're in the same line right now. This is how I'm going to approach them. And start shooting. And I really probably could just take these shots, honestly, but I just don't want to lose any of these turrets. Yeah, I'm going to recharge again. Didn't get many shots in that time. Oh, I might take some hits here. Did my shield survive? Barely. Oh, he's coming. He's not happy with me. He is not happy. The other problem with fighting these legacy guys is that first ship that I killed over there, the red dot, oh, that's pretty bright. The red dot still shows on the map, but if I go over there, he's despawned already. He's disappeared. Because I left the area, the general vicinity of him, kind of a crappy mechanic, but that's how it's designed. That's how it works. Another way to approach these Decimators is to get out of their sight and then sneak around behind them. It's hard to fight them face to face. He's coming at me kind of fast. It is hard to fight them face to face and outgun them because of all the turrets that they do have. Yeah, he's definitely coming straight at me if I stop. He's not happy. All right, let's go poke him a little bit more. Probably should have recharged more, but whatever. Try to get a little bit closer so I can get all my turrets firing. See, now I'm in range of the other one, but I'm going to try to block it. See, and kind of right where I'm aiming is where I want my rockets to go. Yeah, my shields are about done. Missed me there, and I'm going to get my shields recharged. Yeah, a few more goes like this, and that guy will be dead. Yeah, every time I go in, he takes some damage. Probably if I let my shields actually recharge the whole time, they'd probably be able to kill him a little bit quicker. But I'm gonna let him see me. I don't care. Actually, I'm surprised his shield hasn't. Oh, there it goes. Right as I say, this shield pops to 10%. Yeah, they're not happy. This is pretty aggressive. Usually they don't come at me this aggressively. That's okay. Maybe I back up and get out of his range. If I go to about 2 miles, mile and a half to 2 miles is when they stop seeing me usually. Yep, I'm out of his range now. But he's still coming. Alright, try to come around this way. And this would be a good one if I really wanted to play with him a little bit, is I'd come up behind the back guy and just start laying into him. But for now, I'm just going to chill out here. See what their next move is, where they go. Looks like they're coming right at me. The AI is really aggressive with this in this sector. 42%. And this is the challenge with taking him on solo, is it does take a little bit of work. A little bit of back and forth. A little bit of maneuvering. A little strategy too. Alright, I'm going to try to line these guys up and I'm going to make another run for it. Alright, here we go. I'm surprised he hasn't shot at me yet. Now, in theory, this guy should be getting weaker because my turrets should be destroying his turrets. So see that other... Oh, now he's shooting at me. I thought the other guy was shooting at me. Back away from him a little bit. Yeah, kind of right where I'm aiming is where his core is. Sometimes I get lucky and I get it quick. Alright, I'm going to back away here. See, this is why I like the distance, is because they'll try to lead me with their shots, but I can generally avoid most of it. Alright, up to 12%. He'll probably pop up to 10% here pretty quick. Looks like he's running away. He is running away with his tail between his legs. He is trying to run. Maybe that's one I'll go after. Oh, now he's coming back a little bit. I'm going to keep trying to get him. I'm going to keep isolating him for a little bit. Yeah, but really I focus on the rockets and the plasma charges from all of my weaponry. They provide the most damage. They get all the splash damage, explosions, etc., etc. That seems to work the best against ships I've found. Gosh, they're trying to group up now, so I'm going to try to isolate them again, get them in the same line, so that way they can't both tee off on me. And moving fast. God, they're hard to line up. It's almost like their speeds have been increased or something. That's a lot of shots there. Gosh, I feel like I'm in range of both of them. Frickin' I am. Alright, this isn't going to end well for me if I keep doing this, so I am going to back the F out of there. Can't take two of mine at once, you got to isolate them. And then I'm just going to keep on dodging. Jeez, these are ballsy little guys. Okay. Let me get out of the second one's vision. Maybe I can find a sweet spot where the back one can't see me. Like that. Maybe he'll slow down now that he can't see me. Probably not. Just moving back really quick. Sorry if you hear some noise in the background. Alright, we got a good half-mile between the two. That's awesome. Alright, I am going to go back at you. This fucker's being a little annoying today. Definitely took a few shots there. Back away. Alright, I'm going to let myself recharge here a little bit. These little bursts aren't working so well, as boring as it is just to sit here and wait for way too long for this stupid thing to recharge. That's what I'm going to do. Alright, I'm back. I paused for a little bit there. Let my shields recharge back up to 81%, backed away. The Decimators actually split up, so that's actually good. So now I've got a couple miles of space between them. Now I'm going to come at this one right here. This is one that I was working on before. He's at 56%. And I am going to make another run at this guy. Hopefully I can kill him now. The other guy's a few miles away, so again, really hard to see where he's at, but he of course sees me and he's shooting. There, now I can see. That's what I want, right in there. Dead, got him. Decimator 1 done. Cord. Where is the other one? Right there, 2 miles away. That was perfect timing. Turn on my night lights or my night vision. Let's see if this guy's glitched. Just curious. This one is not. Yep, it's glitched. Again, if you wanted to harvest this guy, you just got to go through and remove all the thrusters on that ship. Then that glitch goes away. Alright, night vision off. Infector 1 dead, Decimator 1 dead. Decimator 2. And the sector's basically clear. Then all that's left is the space station POI. I'm just going to sit here and wait. While I have that guy approaching, if you see the overall shape, the core is kind of up in this area up here somewhere. So if you see a lot of explosions, like a lot of blocks are blown out in that area, it's kind of up in here somewhere. So if you're fighting the Decimators, that's where you're going to want to aim. The tail kind of hangs down at the bottom. The other one's too far away to really see it, but that's kind of the back end or the bottom of it. That's not what you want to go for. You want to go for the top, actually. Do I have any cores on me? I'm going to have a little fun here. I'm going to core this thing really quick. core on it. And now we're going to have a little fun. Now we're going to use the Decimator to our advantage. I'm going to draw him near, and this Decimator is going to start shooting the other Decimator. Here, buddy, buddy, buddy. He's coming. Where is it? It's right here. I believe its turrets will start shooting. Yep, just like that. And you've got his fire, you've got his attention. Cool, now I'm going to go after him. Yeah, he is still shooting at his own buddy there. That's awesome. Nothing like using Legacy Zone ships against themselves. I don't even know why I started using that, but it felt like a good idea. Alright, where's that other ship? Oh, he's still shooting. Alright, let's get you. You can see where I'm aiming, it's up to that front cone. That's where the core is. Alright, time to get out of here. I'm starting to take damage. Ooh. Ooh. Get out of here. Something blew up. Something blew up. Alright, got a little damage. What was it now? Look at my turrets. How many do I got here? 32. I might have lost a couple. I don't know exactly what I lost, but I lost something there. I heard a couple explosions. Hopefully it wasn't a thruster. Alright, so let's get back. I'm going to get back over to my Decimator over here. Is he going to start shooting at me? Just out of range. Just out of range. Okay, hopefully he follows me now. Oh yeah, he's following. Yep, he's definitely following. And I still got my core on this thing. Let's see if I can figure out what I lost. Detectors. CPU 12 and 8. I didn't lose any of those. I don't know what I lost. I heard a couple explosions though. That's fine. I'm going to let the Decimator take its shield down. I'm at 38.9. 40. Okay, good. I'm climbing. Oh, he's almost in my range. Alright, I'm going to go after him now. Again, going for that cone, the nose of it. It's going to be right in there is where the core is. Yeah, this guy's going to be done soon. There he is, got him. And that is how you clear Legacy. Sector clear. Solo. CPU compliant T4. This is my own custom build ship. It's a beast. It's called the Calibur, CS-Calibur, this one, which is the carbon steel version. I do have a Xeno version, which is the X-Calibur. This one is glitched as well. Let's see if I can't jump out here and get one unglitched really quick. Alright, I'm going to hop out here. Grab this. Make sure I have home spawn set here in case something happens. This is a freedom game, so I did just spawn this in. Not an expensive ship, but it was just the best way I could test it. This is the first run I've given through Legacy Space on it, so. And I know I could put the cores on to get the blocks back, but this is the annoying part. There we go. I wish they would just, like, I don't know, add a script to remove all these thrusters until the issue's resolved. But it is what it is. Probably really close to some alien chests, probably right in here. Yeah, you can see them, but I can't probably get to them. There's two of them. You've also got the extenders in there too, you can see. But I can't get to them right now until I remove all the thrusters. Anyway, you know, instead of going through all that, I think you get the idea. Go around with your multi-tool, remove all the thrusters like this, and then you'll be able to harvest the ship like normal, like it's not even glitched. You can see the health isn't even moving on this thruster. It's at 16,750 until all of a sudden, boom, it's going to disappear. Takes a while, though. There it goes. So you just kind of do that for all the ship, for all the thrusters. Once they're all gone, easy to loot. You'll find, you know, anywhere up to I think 9 total containers in there, alien containers with loot in them. Plus you'll get, oh, let me look at the damage. Plus you'll get an advanced core, assuming that box survived the battle. But with 3 ships, you're probably going to have them all. You know, all the advanced cores, you're probably going to get at least 1 out of there, out of the 3 ships. What blew up? I heard some explosions. I don't see anything missing. Let me look at underneath. Did I lose a thruster up here? I don't think so. No. I don't see. Oh, no. Was there something in that block? A decorative block or something? I don't really know what I'm missing here. Everything looks intact. So, 1 pane of glass took a shot up there. Yeah, this decorative block was on the other side. That got destroyed. Yeah, it's just decorative though, so I don't care. It's technically an antenna. Otherwise, that is it. I mean, these turrets actually have full health. Not a single one of those is even touched. So, all right. Well, that's that. That's how you clear out the legacy space. This is my CS-Calibur. I will put the link to it in the into the video notes, so you can play it if you'd like. So you can download and play it if you want. But this is an awesome ship. Like I said, I built it a couple months ago, maybe a month or so ago. Initially built as a Xeno ship, but I decided to convert it to combat steel. And then after I converted it to combat steel, I decided to convert it again down to a T4 CPU compliant version. So. All right, well that's it. That's Legacy. Thanks for joining.